Euro dollar price and time technical analysis for the week of November 18 of 2014. Please pause the video and read the video disclaimer. Alright, we're going to start out with our commitments of trader report. We can see that the large speculators are going long as of November the 4th. You can see that bump up here. Same thing here, and commercial are starting to sell their positions. They're not hedging no more, they're selling. It's interesting that the November 7th I had a key date for a pivot low, and it's still holding. I also have the 18, 19, and 22 around that week. So it's pretty much this week should be a possible pivot low somewhere. And as of now, the 7th is pretty much holding, but doesn't mean that we get a spike low and maybe make a new low between tomorrow or the 19th or this week. So be cautious, but I just want to let you know what the where the money is heading. And commercial are now selling as of now, and large speculators are buying the euro. So they might probably be getting ahead of the curve of the cycle that I'm analyzing. Make this quick. Looking at our Gann technique, swing bar is still down to the downside, so no positive light, even though this could be a possible pivot low. I wouldn't recommend buying in anytime soon, because look, you would have bought with that big pop, and look, you got slammed to the downside. So nothing green here, nothing positive, just a lot of chop, a lot of head fakes. Something is brewing, because when we're around this range here, there's going to be a lot of volatility. What I call blowing steam, like the train station, the train, it's blowing steam. So it's going to be a lot of head fakes, and it could probably be the banks building a position and letting it go down, spiking it back up, letting it go down, spiking it back up, letting it go down, building in until they're going to pop it, and they got a nice little base of this price range to pop it to make maximum profit. So keep aware of that also. You got that nice pop. They build in a position here. They let it ride down. Retail is shorting, and they're gonna squeeze you out, and then they're gonna let you, ride it right back down. And at the same token, they're riding that position. I've seen this many a time, so be aware of that. All right, so let's delete that. Let's look at our Andrews pitchfork and see where we at. What that indicator is telling us. Well, that's the wrong one. I got so many from different key pivots. That's one that's right here. As you can see, we're still struggling, and we're still on this channel, even though we got this nice pop on the 14th. Got a nice little head fake on the 17th and got slammed right back down. We're still above here, but we're still holding this November 7th low, which is a good thing. Other than that, I don't think anything else. Seasonal date, November 18th. Keep an eye on that, which is tomorrow. That's why I'm making this video. It's going to be very volatile. It could be either a spike up, a spike down, or nothing. It could be a dud. But it's always kind of like a 2-day window. It could be the 18th or it could be the 19th. But I call these seasonal dates. So keep an eye on the price action. Then the next seasonal day is the 28th. But I'm not sure if the markets will be open. Other than that, I think that's it for this chart. I don't got anything else to show you. Other than that, we are, if this is the pivot low, we're the wave 7, which is the number of completion, and then the octave high would be the 8th. So this could probably be the beginning of a new trend, but it remains to be seen. 75% level is at 124.89, still a stronghold. We kind of chopped around here and pierced it up, but now we're back below it. So this is the range where we're at. Once we could close above the 75% and get to the 50 and hold that and get to the 25, then you could probably say that maybe this is the possible pivot low, and we're going to start swinging this thing to the upside. Next dates to see, you see the 7th was my dates. If you look at my past videos, it had a cluster of 4 hits, the 90, 180, and the 270 degree. In geometry, we had the 7th and the 19th, so this is the date I'm looking for. If this doesn't hold, this could be the next possible pivot low, and maybe we could turn. But it's all speculation. This is just using geometry, Gann emblem, emmernometry, square, and astro. Same thing here with the July pivot high. We got a cluster on the 6th of 2, and the next day is the 25th. So these are the dates that are key, and as of now, this one worked out great as a pivot low. These didn't work out. The next day is the 19th, so we got a cluster here. 6 worked out great. The 15th was the weekend, and the next is the 25th, and these are scalping. You can see that a bunch of them didn't work out. The first ones did work out, the B3. This is the 19th. I got a sell signal here. This was a weekend, and we got a bunch of 19. We got 2 sells and 1 buy. So let's see how that's going to pan out. And this didn't work out either. Looking at our scan square of 9, you can see that we had a pivot low here. We were right off of 1 day, off of the 45, which is the 6. We put a pivot high on the 14th, off of the 90 degree, and now the date I'm looking is the 19th, which is right here. We could probably be off by 1, so it could be either here, a pivot low, the 20th, and then the 21st. Same thing here, 7th pivot low, spike high 17th, the 19th lands here, and then the 23rd. Same thing here, 17, pivot low right here off of the grid of the 270. This is the 0, so it's 119, so I have my eye on that date, which is 2 days from today. And then on the square 9 in time, the 22nd. So somewhere around this week, we should have something. It could be the 22nd, or it could be the 21st or the 20th, but it's definitely going to be around this week or something major. This is a pivot low here, the 7th. It was off by 3 days, but it's off the week here. So let's see how this all pans out. Let's see. And lastly, look at the big picture. You can see that on the 12-hour, we're getting a nice little squeeze play here. It looks like it wants to pop on the 12-hour, wants to pop to the upside. So this is interesting. I don't know if we've seen this anytime. We haven't had a squeeze play on the 12-hour since October the 6th. That's how far I could go back with this. I mean, it's only 30 days. Within 30 days, we're starting to get a squeeze play now, so it's interesting. And this is the 13th. That's when it started. And we got that pop on the 14th, and it looks like the pressure wants to pop to the upside. You can see the choppiness here. MACD's pushing low, but you got a green mobo. This is just kind of choppy. You can see it here. We got a new moon coming up over here, which is the 20th, 21st. So there's a lot of stuff lining up. If this pivot low holds, we could get a pop. But if this is not the pivot low, we could probably get a nice little spike down and get all these early bulls, and then kick in the cycle. I think the cycle is going to kick in around from the 19 up. So this may not hold. So it remains to be seen. But we got to see. Right now you're in chop zone, so if you want to think about trading it, I wouldn't do it unless we crack 24.25 or break above 24.88 and test this 20 again and deal with this percentage level, which is a 25.62. This is looking positive. This is kind of negative, but it has a hockey stick, so it looks like it'll go up. Looks like the cycle now looks like it wants to go and push lower. You can see that this was a snapback indicator, so it just shows you that this was just pretty much a head fake. But at the same token, this could be the banks getting in, the big institutions with money, getting a just buying, and they don't care if it rolls back down. They can roll back down, and when they're ready to go in, they just build up again. And they'll let you short bears come in and pull it down, and then once they get a nice little position set right here, they're gonna pop it hardcore and squeeze all the bears. So just keep that in mind. Weekly, same thing. We got a nice green here building up. The only thing I don't like is that the 50 CCI is still in bear zone, so you got to be cautious because this could be all a head fake right here. Until this 50 gets out of this level and starts getting and passes the 0 or the 0 level right here, I'm still not trusting any pops yet, even with price and time, because this has to reflect that the cycle is turning and it's turning positive. You can see the chop zone right here. Team is still negative. This is a key level. Also, you want to watch the 25.29. And on the monthly, looks like things are now starting to bottom in. We got our first positive on the Fisher. You can see that this is a long hockey stick, and this is negative, negative, all negative, negative. It looks like we got a cherry, a green one, so it's finding kind of support here on the linear regression channel. So those are my thoughts. Good trading. I got stopped out with this pop here that came here on the 14th. So right now I'm on the sideline. I'm waiting for tomorrow and the 19th, and just kind of watch the price action. I know a lot of news is going to come out, so it should be interesting where the euro is going to go. So hope this video helps, and happy pimping.